We're doing a high press, a lot of shoulders, tricep, top of the pec.
That one got me.
That's what you got to, right?
Weight training has been around for thousands of years. Think about it. The dumbbell was first made popular in the 1700s, the kettlebell in the 1800s. Now, while we can't pinpoint exactly who created either of those, we can introduce you to the company that wants to be remembered for the next 1,000 years. Today, we've traveled to Sorinex in Lexington, South Carolina to check out the past, present, and future weight training. And then we're going to partner with their team and do an installation at the University of North Carolina. I'm Leland with Korsky, and welcome to Sports Dissected. So we're here with Mr. Richard Sorin, aka Pops.
That's right.
How you doing?
Great, thank you.
This is the house that you kind of built. If you would just give us a little bit of history about Sorinex.
Well, we started out about 40 years ago. I was a school teacher, and I always had a dream that I wanted to do things mechanically and also with strength. And I figured, why not build the things you love to do? Mm-hmm. So it became weightlifting equipment.
Who were some of your first big clients?
Well, my first clients were some of the local gymnasiums like the YMCA. We had several state universities around that had very little equipment. So I would try to do anything I could to make it safer, better for them. And it gave people a better way to do what they wanted to do in terms of strength. I'm kind of proud to have this in our museum because I designed it, built it within 2 weeks, and with this bar and all those weights represent the exact amount that was squatted as the world's record. The sweat of that man who squatted 1265 is still in that bar.
And these are 100-pound plates, not 45.
Not 45s.
These are solid. My goodness.
Yep.
I can't even put it back.
That set that's in front of me right now was the original one that I started my weightlifting career on. So it's been a loyal servant to me and my best friend almost my whole life. And I look at it, the simplicity of it, the quality of it, that's what kind of guides me to do better if I can in my company, in my business. This piece of equipment has been at the first national powerlifting meet ever, at the first world powerlifting meet ever. There are more world records set on these racks than any racks of all time.
Wow. Well, thanks, Mr. Richard, for showing us the history of some of the racks and some of the older racks and older equipment. Now it's time to go check out some new stuff.
Sounds great.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, so we're here with Bert Sorin, El Presidente of Sorinex.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Man, great to see you. Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir, man. I love the facility.
Thanks.
The first thing I noticed when I walked in was the Be Legendary tag. What does that mean for the Sorinex brand?
Yeah, Be Legendary is a tag that we took on a few years back, and it's part of giving some homage to tradition, what came before you, but also realizing that you yourself and your life and what your impact on the world is later on for future generations.
I like that. I like that. Who is Sorinex's primary client, and then who have you guys worked with in the past?
Sure. Well, our primary client are basically people who want to live that legendary lifestyle. You know, whether it be the Lakers, the Yankees, the Patriots, South Carolina, Auburn, Oregon, Chapel Hill, Miami. We just launched a rollout partnership with the UFC, with the Army, with the National Strength and Conditioning Association, and we have some other things that are big ones coming. But we've been blessed enough to be able to kind of connect those dots and make sure that people all over get to live a more legendary lifestyle.
So everything seems to be pretty custom built, pretty
a
sturdy,
lot of
pretty
holes.
heavy. Yeah, a lot of holes. So explain to me kind of what that craftsmanship looks like. And
Sure,
what you guys
sure.
would
Well,
do
we
here.
source all U.S. materials, raw materials from the steel standpoint, and they're all made here in South Carolina. A lot of it is done by hand, and what's not done is done by CNC machine to make sure that we have the perfect tolerances and everything for our gear. Really what you'll see with a lot of our gear, it has these holes, and people say, oh, there are holes all over the place. Well, holes are options. And so by the ability to be able to plug different accent pieces in and accessories, you could totally customize your gear. And that was a big, big piece that came on when we came up with that in the industry. Nothing else had been done like that. So that really changed the industry to make it a more user-friendly piece. Jammer arms, okay, so now most everything in the lifting world, because gravity works, is going to be a vertical load displacement. So we're going to go out of a rack, we're going to squat, we're going to bench, whatever, but everything is going to be pushed up in a vertical movement. So like a jammer arm, we can adjust the handles in different positions. Now I could start with an easy press, 1 or 2 arms. Cool part about this is I don't need a spotter. There's no way to get stuck. If the weight gets too heavy, I could just back off. Let's try that out.
Let's do it, let's do it.
Velocity intent, push to the ground, good. Yep, good. So now we're talking an exercise that, whether it be a combative sport, wrestling, fighting, football is a combative sport as well, literally combat, you could talk about some of your soldiers. They're able to push, force, like I said, the engine is the hips, pushing it into the ground and firing through a sub-maximal load.
And this is just another add-on
Just
to
another
the rack.
add-on. You got it,
30 different exercises.
easily.
What Chris doing?
All right, so we're in the Sorinex warehouse. We are assembling something.
Yes.
The J-Cup.
The J-Cup.
Show me how it's done.
All right, here's the thing. The J-Cup is where the barbell goes. It adjusts up and down the rack. And so this is a cool branding element because every athlete's gonna see this, they're gonna work with it. So we've done Sorinex on there, we've done a lot of different logos, but here's what we have. You see you have the pin that goes through the rack, the wrap holds it steady. The plastic insert is what gives you plastic on bar contact points so you don't have any metal on metal. Backer plate, which is the white, and the logo plate itself. So we're gonna build out a J-Cup together. So you're gonna have your handprints and fingerprints on one of the Jumpman logos. First thing you'll do, you'll take the plastic insert and put that in.
Here. Okay.
Yep, slide that in.
Got it.
Now we're gonna take this side of the logo plate,
Okay.
drop that on. You have the backer plate and the logo.
Okay.
Those 3 bolts will go in facing down. We're
Got
gonna
it.
flip the J-Cup over. So as you're holding it tight, you go ahead and just start putting those little nuts on there. Last thing, we're gonna put the sticker on. Make sure it's going center just like this one.
Okay.
That's the brand that goes with it. Make sure people know what's up.
Centered.
You got it.
That look right?
That looks right.
Bow.
Got it.
Sorinex, baby. Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan would be proud.
I love it.
Yeah, bro.
Appreciate
Nice
it.
job. Yep.
All right, guys, we've gotten the history, saw some manufacturing. Now it's the fun part. We're heading to the University of North Carolina to do the installation. Let's go.
Change your hands around the bottom of the rack. Push it up. Good. Up, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back.
Sorinex has just been dissected. They're a living example that heavy work really does pay off. I'm leading with Korsky, and as always, sorry, you'll never see it the same. For your chance to win this Sorinex care package, make sure you follow Korsky Media on both Instagram and Twitter. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and check out our other video series like Royal Key with George Keel or Saturdays with Des Moore. All right, time to go get caught up. Peace.